vehicle arrived a few hours ago, and we know because we had confirmed that Pasco County, just like last week, that Pasco County was asked to brought in their canine human detection unit, and there it is on the scene. And then so here's another vantage point now. This showing all of the law enforcement vehicles that are at the scene inside the Carlton Reserve now. So take this for what you will. Some of them are going to be marked vehicles. Others are going to be unmarked vehicles. Clearly that black trailer there, that is an unmarked vehicle. There you can see, I think that's the Northport Police Mobile Command Unit. There you can see a police tent there. That's the volunteer law enforcement vehicle that we saw enter about a few hours ago. Northport Police SUVs. There's the Lee, I think that's the Lee County Sheriff. This is now interesting because this is all of the vehicles that we saw enter on the ground shot. This shot, we saw all these vehicles come in over the last several hours, one by one, trickle in here to the Carlton Reserve, and now they're here inside the reserve itself. So, folks, we are refueling Eagle Ace HD, and the reason, and we'll let everybody know the reason as to why we're sending Eagle now. We aren't low enough on fuel to necessitate a refueling trip. However, we aren't just a live streaming platform. We also, of course, we have our newscasts on WFLA News Channel 8. We are your NBC station in Tampa, Florida, serving the Tampa Bay area. So Eagle 8 HD has to ground itself to fuel for 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You have to do a lot of newscasts here on your NBC station 8 on your side, WFLA News Channel 8 in Tampa, Florida. And so it's just about being able to reach our television audience in addition to reaching our digital audience. Back here with you live on stream with Walt Buteau.
And we're just recapping what we are told by NBC News. Partial human remains have been found in the Carlton Reserve and the
Myakkahatchee. It's tough. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Good pinch it there. And we know that the parents were out there this morning, and that a backpack consistent with what Brian Laundrie might have was found there. The FBI reporting nothing about human remains, but items of interest, calling items of interest, and that sort of brought out a pretty strong force of agents and local law enforcement to search an area that has been cordoned off. We have video of that, and now we're waiting for answers about who that is. And
all right, my opinion on the thing here. What do we got? Well, I don't know. They're not saying there's human remains. They're saying there's human remains, but then they're saying there's not human remains. So what are we dealing with here? Who knows? Is it possible he ditched his backpack and planted a body to make it look like it was him? Yeah. And that's where you gotta have good forensic, and you gotta have good people that are not corrupt. Is it possible to make it look like it's Brian Laundrie? Yes. My opinion, yes, it is possible. If it's as corrupt as everyone's saying, then yeah, they could have a coroner or somebody in their pocket to make it's Brian Laundrie. You know, you don't know. We don't know till the FBI is done. But then you have to ask yourself, are we going to believe what the FBI says? You know, are we going to believe what they say? I don't know. It's gotten so bad. All I could say is hunker down. It might be him. It might have been somebody that was out there. You know, that place is a dumping field for these people. You know, is it possible? Sure. It could be somebody else, not Brian Laundrie. It could be a dead body that was laying out there, a homeless person that died, living out there or something. And he might have dumped his backpack there to make it look like it was him. It might have been out there for a long time. What gets me is they were just out there and searched that whole area. with drones and dogs and a whole bunch of people and didn't find nothing. And now all of a sudden there's a body out there. No, I don't know. I hope they find him, but my guess, if he ain't dead already, or if someone didn't get to him already, and some of them, someone, I meaning special forces or black ops or anything, you know, then he ain't in the country. He's had multitude of time to get out of the United States. So either it's him or it's not him, and he's still alive. And he possibly could have got out of the United States, maybe Mexico, maybe back to a terrorist group or something. Or, you know, the whole case from the beginning screamed terrorism to me. All the videos I've seen on Gabby looks like she's a hostage. If she says anything wrong, she would have got hurt. She might have seen some of these murders. Or maybe had to help. You know, we don't know yet. We don't know. Uh-oh, that thing, my TV's creaking over there, my big screen. But there you go. I think our hunch was right. Demons, spirits, whatever you people want to call them. And now we got a job to do. You know. Now we got a job to do. Because we refused to bow down to Satan. And like the Congress and senators were saying, we'll burn this whole bitch down to the ground before we turn it over to Satan. We don't want nothing to do with you, devil boy. Now, I did see a couple of videos out there that said that Brian might be getting a sex change right now. And he'll appear as a woman. His new nickname is Melon Breast Brian. Melon Head, Melon Breast Brian. So, you know, anything is possible. Anything. This is coming from my opinion. My opinion, I still believe Mr. John McPhee is alive. You know, it could be someone that looks like Brian. He's got so many lookalikes. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. All right, folks, you be safe. I'll be back later. Is it Brian Long? Maybe it is.
To show you here as well, showing you right outside. This is the Park Eagle 8 HD. We'll be back in the air, and we'll be back in the air within 45 minutes. Back probably closer to about half an hour. It's just refueling for evening newscasts on WFLA News Channel 8 or NBC.
So we really don't know. We won't know until they're done with the investigation, till the FBI gets on there and says, we have found the remains of Brian Long. You know, like I said, it could have been anybody. It could have been Special Forces training out there. And all of a sudden, oh, there's Brian Laundrie. Yeah, our training is over with. You folks have a good day. Well, it's special ops. All you could do is give thumbs up to the Special Forces and Black Ops. That's all you could do. Thumbs up. If it was them, you know, that would be proof that they're doing their job as protecting Americans. Glory be to God. But anyways, I'll be back later, folks. Be safe.